G. So I'm going to try to do a really quick reading for next month. I'm not even sure that camera's down far enough. I got a feeling, I'm going to put it down just a notch. I got a feeling, well, I don't know. I moved the camera a little bit in case the other one didn't get the cards, and maybe this one will get the cards, because this is for the month of November. November. If nothing else, we only got one more month, one more year after they don't get rid of him some other way. We only got one more year to vote the asshole out. And that was the nicest thing I could think of to call him. But, let's see what's going on this month. What's going on? Okay, for the month of November. November. Right now, what's going on is somebody's trying to figure out whether to make a deal. I think this is somebody in the family. Either Don Jr. or Ivanka. I don't know. I feel like it's Ivanka more. I don't know. We'll see what comes up next to it. But somebody's trying to make a deal here. Why, I don't know. Maybe they know everything's going tits up. Who knows? Okay. Somebody's got some goods on somebody in the family. And this is in the immediate Trump family. And, some really bad stuff, because they know they'd go almost do not pass go and go to jail. So somebody's willing to give somebody up. I think this is getting time to start telling on each other. There's a bunch of stuff going to come out, starting just like the 1st of November. By the middle of November, it's probably going to break wide open. The challenge to this is the 8 of Swords. This sounds so funny, but the minute I looked at this card, I thought the challenge is who's going to give who up first. Which kid's going to throw daddy under the bus is what I'm feeling. I don't know. Maybe he's going to try to put them under the bus, but it's like who's giving who up first. And yeah, it is in the family. This is a family card. So I have a feeling the first week of November there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out, more personable stuff, or more, maybe the taxes of all of them, because they're all involved. You know that if the taxes come out for him, then it's going to catch the kids right up in the middle of it too. But there's a whole bunch of family stuff coming out the first week in November. I think they're going to get him that quick, but they're all wishing they could go back to before he got the presidency by the end of the first week in November. And the second week in November, we have somebody in the family contemplating going to jail. And this card looks a whole lot like Don Jr. A whole lot like Don Jr. And I might as well put those back on. I've been wearing them so much up here I can't hardly see them without them. And they're reading glasses. I'm going to have to quit wearing them around. The second week of November, there's going to be some deals made. There's going to be some deals made, and it's going to be close deals. It's so I still think this is part of the family too, even though it's a lover's card. I think it's intimate, not intimate. Well, close knit. You can be intimate without being. I'm not trying to say anything sexual. But this, even though it's a lover's card, but there's going to be some personal information coming out on the Trump family itself that's going to really shock people. And I can't think of anything that could possibly come out on the Trump family that would shock anybody right now. But anyway, there's going to be some coming out. And this is the second week in November. And it's going to be about Trump and the Trump family. We got the apprentice card, is the challenge. It's going to be about them. And whatever it is, it's going to cause the Republicans just to go round in circles and round in circles among themselves. They're not even calling the Democrats into this. This is going to be a big feud within the, I feel like, the Senate. I think this is Senate. By the second week, by about the 14th day of November, something's going to come, I don't know, out, loose, something's going to break forward. And in the third week in November, God, wouldn't it be nice if this could be Trump? Somebody's walking away. Somebody's definitely walking away. Maybe it just hits so quick and so fast. Although I don't see any towers or any horrible. I don't see any tens of swords. Well, let's go look and see what comes up. But somebody's walking away by the third week, or thinking, if they're not walking away, they're really seriously thinking about just giving up the battle and walking away. This isn't like the 8 of where they're walking away because they have to. This is like they're just tired of fighting, they're tired of arguing, they're just tired of trying to do everything that's not on the up and up, and just decided just to walk away from it. And by the third week, there's going to be secrets revealed. This is really funny because I always thought that it was going to be Ivanka that revealed most of the secrets the quickest and first, but maybe it's who can get to somebody the quickest, because I think this is Don Jr. and I think this is Don Jr. And the challenge is going to be the Ace of Cups. That usually means a yes, or truth coming to the surface, justice sometimes, sometimes peace. That's weird to have in the middle of the third week. It's the challenge, so maybe no matter how terrible the information that does come out, or how bad it affects the family in the White House, maybe the challenge to it is going to be really good for the country. I don't know. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Because that they're going down. This is all the third week of November. This is coming on really, really quick. This is coming out quickly. The third week of November. The tower's coming down. All kinds of secrets coming out. All kinds of... It's like who can get to who first to tell their story, almost. And the fourth week, we got the Hanged Man. So somebody that hasn't been talking is going to come out and start talking. They felt like they didn't have to, or maybe they'd get away with this and never have to talk, but they're going to come out and start talking. And there's going to be strength coming through, and I can't help but think that this is the women in the house. That's the last week of November. There's going to maybe some good rulings are going to come through for them. Looks like that's maybe when they're going to get their taxes, or get some more information they've been working on, or get some really good stuff back from justice. Because we got the High Priestess here as the challenge. So I think that's going to be the law coming back for them. Hmm. And then the last card for November, which would be the past, I mean, the outcome, future, whatever, is the magician still trying to spin things. It doesn't mean he'll get it spun, but at the end of the month, after all this stuff coming out, somebody's trying to spin something here. Somebody's still thinking they're the biggest boss. And it's about money. Where the money is. And maybe we're going to shine a light on it. So maybe this last month, maybe by the end of November, the last week of November, we'll get the taxes. I think it's the taxes. But that's not what causes all these other disruptions. Let's go down them. First week of November, got somebody trying to make a deal because they're afraid of going to jail. They've been fighting with people in their family. And this is the Trump family, I'm sure, because this whole reading's been about them. And they're just wanting to walk away. And they're still not really quite sure what to do. That's the future on it. They're still not quite ready to give them up. That's the first week. The second week, somebody gets a hell of a scare. And right before the second week. And they're afraid they're going to have to go to jail. Somebody in the family. In the Trump family. Afraid of. What they're afraid of is some secrets coming out. Some secret deals that aren't good. There's no way they feel like they can cover up this type of deal. This is the second week. It's about dark money. Addictions. I don't think anybody care what Trump does after everything I've felt. But you know, this new book's coming out about him and having a threesome with a teenager and a hooker years back. So I don't know. But anyway, this is deep addictions and secrets coming out. This is the middle of the second week. And this is women's strength coming through. So it might have something to do with a woman. Keep thinking there's nothing that could get him in any trouble with women when he's got like, I don't know, but they say 58 or something like that, accusers of rape and everything from rape to just walking in on teenagers at the Miss Teen Universe. Who knows? Okay, the third week we've got somebody with not all the information. They're afraid, and they're afraid they're going to go to jail, but they don't have all the information. They think they know more than they do. It's to do with papers and paperwork and stuff being signed. Somebody's trying to change the rules. The challenge is justice coming in. And the courts ruling against them. That's the third week. So between the second and third week of November, I think the shit's going to hit the fan. I shouldn't say that. I think the excrement's going to hit the fan. And in the last week of November, we got the family getting together, seriously, knowing that they're in deep, deep doo-doo and trying to figure out what they're going to do about it. Because even all the Republicans, and I still think this is the Republicans fighting in the Senate, are fighting about the information that's coming out because they just don't know what to do about it or where to go with it. And it looks definitely like the whole administration is coming down. And then something comes out, something happens. right at the end of November. I hope it's not anything devastating, but it's something that's going to make them feel like they can spend this information, media, whatever's been coming through, that they can just take and drop it and spin it in another direction or something. I don't have a clue what that is, but that's right at the end of November, right when they think that they're totally effed. Something comes through and they start spinning this in a new direction. But it's about money. It's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hide the money. Trying to hide a lot of money, but they don't get away with it. So anyway, I don't know if that makes any sense or not, little ones out there. If anybody'd like a private reading, it's Lynn Tarot Readings at gmail.com. And I want to thank everybody who was watching this, and I hope I can get this up. And anyway, just want to thank everybody. Thank you so much.